morning. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And sorry about the wait. They had to check the fire equipment. And let me tell you something. I know what the color of my skin is. And if you're assuming that I don't change the batteries in my fire alarm, I'll tell you something. I'm half white. And the half white in me says, well, you better change the batteries. Don't change the batteries. These apartments my fire alarm. I'll tell you something. I'm half white. And the half white in me says, well, you sound up. They have some electronic ones that are kind of plugged to the building. Whatever. Welcome to the stream. Do me a favor, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching over on YouTube. And if you're watching over on X, make sure you like, repost, all that good stuff. Unfortunately, I've made a Kick account twice, and both times they've suspended my account. So I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is that Jerome Powell needs to be fired. Can we agree? I mean, maybe not, right? I think a lot of what he's doing is logical. Maybe it is political, but like I said, if you're in the know, you don't really blame what's going on with everything on Trump because of Jerome Powell. But there's a lot of people out there that they may. But if you're watching this over on X, again, please make sure you repost the stream. We had some insane numbers yesterday. Let's break those numbers. And I do want to start the day off with a little meme. Obviously, it's part of the process, some red days. And this happened yesterday. Of course, Elizabeth Warren hates the crypto community, and she fell or stumbled.
Senators voting in the affirmative. Baldwin, Blunt Rochester.
Yeah, take that, Elizabeth. Yeah.
Heinrich.
Yeah, that's what you get for hating on crypto. No, I don't like to see an old person. Like, watching an old person fall is pretty sad, but she hates crypto, so we don't like her very much. But obviously, the crypto market's getting absolutely wrecked, guys. Just over the last 24 hours, almost $1 billion has been liquidated from the cryptocurrency markets. And as you can see, we're on a little bit of a downtrend here. We're around $118,000 for Bitcoin, and we're still at $114,000. Now, what I will say is, come on now. Is 114 not good enough for us? It absolutely is good, right? But obviously, people want price to go up. Remember, we never go up in a straight line. We never just go parabolic. The dips are part of the process, right? But obviously, Trump not too happy with Jerome Powell. So we'll go over the market, then we'll go over some, obviously we'll go over the interest rate thing. Trump comes at Jerome Powell. We have a bunch of other cryptocurrency news in the space, and it looks like Pump Fund may have been dethroned. So we'll check that out right now. Bitcoin sitting at $114,000. And welcome everybody to this stream. Let me say what's up first. Javi, Obeid, of course. Arman, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for being so patient. I appreciate you guys. Jayhawk, what's up, baby? Yes, I was late, but not my fault. My Crypto Space UK says get him out. He wants Jerome Powell to be fired. You're not alone. A lot of people think Jerome Powell should be fired. And Kalita, thank you so much for reposting the stream. If you were posted over on X, I believe I can see all those reposts. So thank you very much. I appreciate you. Okay. Ethereum sitting around $3,500. XRP still above $3. I have a feeling we're going to go down a little more. BNB up at $759. Solana down pretty good today. Dogecoin up over the last hour. So maybe we're getting a little bit, probably not getting a reversal at all. We have Cardano, Hyperliquid, Stellar, Sweet, pretty much all the top altcoins. Nothing's really changed from the top. Now, remember, when we see a bloodbath in the regular market, we're probably going to see a bloodbath in the meme coin space. And that's true. Dogecoin down 4%. We have Shiba Inu down 4%. And then obviously the numbers get bigger if you keep going down. Well, some of them. We have Bonk actually taking the place over Pudgy Penguins for the top Solana meme coin again. Now, I did read something yesterday. I couldn't find it, where someone said that someone was holding a lot of Pudgy Penguins from the very beginning and didn't start to sell till recently. So we'll see what happens there. But Bonk taking the #1 spot back from Pudgy Penguins when it comes to Solana meme coins. And thank you so much, Huffer, for reposting the stream over on X. I do appreciate you. We have SPX, Trump token, Floki, and Fartcoin. Fartcoin down pretty significant at 22% on the week. Now, I did read that apparently someone who held a bunch of Fartcoin dumped a lot of their bags. So it is what it is. People taking profits, but no real, newcomers to the top memes except Memecoin and Build On. I'm not really familiar with any of those, to be honest. All right. So Bitcoin longs liquidations hit 87 million yesterday. So a lot of people that were longing the market were betting probably on, Jerome Powell to cut interest rates are getting absolutely fucking wrecked. Absolutely wrecked, And this is what Trump says. Jerome, too late, too late, Powell, a stubborn moron. must substantially lower interest rates now. If he continues to refuse, the board should assume control and do what everyone knows has to be done. And of course, he's implying that he wants them to get fired, right? So he also said that there's strong dissent on the Fed board. It will only get stronger. Too late. Obviously, Trump wants Jerome to do one thing. He's not doing it. He said there's dissent on the board. And I bet you there is. I bet you there's a ton of dissent. Now, I did see this thread yesterday, which I thought was very, very interesting. So check this out. Powell gave a hidden message during the Fed meeting. Most didn't catch it. Only 1% understand what it meant. I spent 17 hours analyzing the meeting and was shocked. This motherfucker did not spend 17 hours. No way in hell. Okay, let's clear that up out of the way. Let's clear that up right now. Here's the hidden message and what's coming next. Before we dive in, smash the like. Okay, I already did that. One, quote, the Fed is being pulled in two directions. What it means is that inflation is still above 2%. Labor market remains strong. Powell admits the Fed is stuck between two risks. Two, pulled in two directions, the beginning of a pivot. Phrases like this in past cycles always came before rate cuts. So a lot of people are assuming we're going to get rate cuts next month. And I think depending on what inflation looks like, we're definitely going to get some sort of rate cut, right? He's saying that the same pattern is playing out, right? Before we have a pivot, apparently, which we already kind of pivoted, right? Two Fed members voted for a rate cut. First time in 30 years we've seen this level of dissent, but Powell left rates unchanged. Clear sign of internal pressure within the Fed. When asked about September cuts, he didn't give a direct answer. He said, depends on the data. And the data we were talking about was what was going to go on with these whole tariff situations. I think today is supposed to be tariff day. I mean, happy August, by the way. Birthday's in 2 days. That's bullish. Translation, we're not promising anything. Wait and see. The Fed is playing the uncertainty game. Why it matters. Inflation is sticking. Labor market is starting to cool. Trump is pushing for cuts. Powell is signaling independence. He's not ready to print just yet. What's next? If inflation stays above 2.5%, there's going to be no rate cut, right? If the labor market breaks, emergency cuts this fall. For now, the Fed is stalling and the markets are waiting. 7, the market is misreading the pause. Alts might pull back before a real pivot, but once the rate cut actually gets cut, liquidity will explode. This isn't just no change. It was a signal. Powell's holding firm against political pressure. It's a soft pivot towards rate cuts, but towards maximum flexibility. Only 1% caught that, and I don't think only 1% caught that. I think that's obviously a little drama for the thread, right? Okay, so check this out. September rate cut odds surged to 75% after today's labor market data. So people are thinking, and obviously these odds change, right? But there's going to be a 75% chance we cut rates in September, which a lot of people, like I said, are predicting may happen, right? So Hobby says September cut might not happen. Powell became political, pissed off just because Trump said he's stupid. Just saying, yeah, it could be, but it makes a point. If you're going to cut rates, I think now's the time, but he wants to wait to see how the inflation data looks next month. So we'll see what happens, right? And DC Bird, thank you so much for reposting the stream. The Ape Life says we're now 82% that we're going to get a rate cut in September. Armand says it's hilarious that Powell has more power than Trump. Did you vote for this? Did you vote for Powell? Well, the thing about our government that makes it so you could say less corrupt is that powers are kind of spread out, right? It's not a centralized power, which I think is good, right? We have different branches of governments, those sorts of things, and that's good, I think, in the grand scheme of things. So that's important. So U.S. non-farm payroll rose by 73K in July, while the unemployment rate increased to 4.2%. So I think the expected was 4.2, and we got 4.2. So how does that make any sense, right? I think I saw something. It says right here. So native-born Americans have gained 1.8 million jobs over the past 4 months, while foreign-born workers have lost 1.5 million. I wonder why. So obviously with all the deportations, a lot of jobs that were exported are not being exported anymore, just people. And a lot of, I guess, native-born Americans are gaining jobs, which in the grand scheme of things is good. It's going to bring back the middle class. We want to bring jobs back to America. We want to stop all these shady motherfuckers that are illegally employing illegal immigrants and not giving them the benefits that Americans should get. Now, obviously, giving Americans jobs, right? Very interesting. So check this out. Benjamin says, Benjamin Cohen, which is a very awesome follow. If you guys haven't followed this guy on X, I mean, this guy's absolutely fantastic, way smarter than me. Downward revisions in labor market means Fed is more likely to cut in September. Only hurdle is the inflation data. If we get cool inflation, then the Fed will certainly cut in September. If CPI comes in hot, Fed may still cut, but the bond market would then likely revolt. So very, very interesting information. But if there's one thing I do want to leave you guys with, when in doubt, zoom out. Look at the grand scheme of it. Look at Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys know, but I think the other day, about a week ago, a dormant Bitcoin wallet just came out of nowhere and just yeeted $8 billion worth of Bitcoin, something like that. And this person went through all the crazy dumps. So diamond hands always prevail in the crypto space. At least that's what we think. And look at the Bitcoin chart over time. You should support Ponky again. I do support Ponky, but you know what I mean? I never got, I never paid to, I've made so much content for Ponky. Like all free too, Ape Life says, rest of 2025, rest of summer chop, Q4 goes parabolic, move accordingly. You know what, Ape Life, if you think about it, past summers, that's usually how it goes in bull cycles. Usually just kind of hang out, And then obviously fall, we go absolutely nutty. Fall to winter, we go absolutely nutty. So, okay. Is it time for alt season? What do you guys think? I mean, if you think about it, if you really think about it, it seems like we're just following the same fucking cycle. We're going to get some bullish times ahead. So, if you were doubting anything, just really the day-to-day news can get kind of like weird. You can get caught up in it. But at the same time, really, if you just zoom out, things are seemingly falling into place as they should. All right. Someone made a funny post that said, biggest alt season in history. And it shows pretty much all the altcoins that are down significantly, which is insane, right? Obviously, it's kind of unfair, but I thought this was funny. So pretty much all the top alts just down significantly. This person's being facetious. All right. Okay, what do you guys think about this? The more I look at Sol, the more I know it's over. It's a scammer's chain. It got popular by scamming. The biggest application pump is a scam. Sol culture is a scam culture. Come over to Base, the consumer chain. We protect our flock and grow the ecosystem with innovation. Now, that's what I said about Solana. Now, keep in mind, Solana had an amazing comeback. Remember where Solana was? $8 back after the FTX collapse, but $8 to $12, I think, in one day. It went down. That's insane. Imagine all the people who bought Solana at $8. Now, was there anything wrong with the network? Well, they had outages every now and then, but no. The reason for the price crash was Sam Bankman-Fried's you could say negative association with the project. There's a lot of rumors going around like he was a founder, but it turns out he was an early investor. And then the market dumping brought Solana all the way down, but it made an insane comeback. And one of the main reasons why it made that insane comeback was because of pump fund. It's just all pump fund, right? The Solana meme coin craze got started with Bonk, and then pump fund was created. And oh my God, pump fund was crazy. It got to a point where, most altcoins weren't doing shit, and Solana smashed through an all-time high. When really the only thing that was running was like Bitcoin. Of course, you had BNB and Tron and other top altcoins that did well, but most altcoins were just kind of dirtling, not doing anything. While Ethereum was taking a shit. Solana came out of nowhere and did some absolute degeneracy, absolute crazy pumps, but they were known for their degeneracy on pump fund. And now that pump fund's kind of dying, I don't know. I don't know. Very interesting. Now, I don't know if coming over to Base is a big deal. Obviously, Base, I'd say Ethereum's best layer 2. Most popular. Obviously, Coinbase is really leaning into it. Now their Coinbase wallet is just called Base now. So they're really leaning into it. Obviously, heavy hitters on Base, Brett on Base, the biggest Base meme coin, not even close, even though Coinbase kind of just shuns Brett. But they've listed a lot of, tokens, I think Toshi and Degen and a few other ones on the centralized exchange. So very interesting. And check this out. For the first time in history, Bonk Fund flips Pump Fund in monthly revenue. So first time in history is kind of crazy because Bonk Fund was just created, but that's a very, very interesting fact. All right, let me read some of these comments. Volatility to me is opportunity. Absolutely, absolutely. Javi says, I 1000% agree. Selmo. Sorry, Selmo. Shout out to the XRP. I just called you a homo, which may or may not be true. I'm just kidding, Selma. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate you. Go Browns. ABB always be buying. Sailor is raising another $4.2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. We have a slide on that today, which is crazy. It's nuts. Huffer says, "What's up with all the NFT?" I haven't heard of any NFT hype. So if you heard any NFT hype, then you let me know, because I haven't heard of anything on the NFT side. And to what I know, NFTs are just dead. You know, Javi says, Rodney, Powell being late in cutting rates, do you think we might extend the bull run mid 2026 or tail end of 2025? Now, Javi, I've always said that this bull run is a little different, right? It seems like we're following the same 4-year cycle, but things are kind of happening out of whack. And obviously, that's the interest in crypto from institutions and Bitcoin mostly. And that's the fact that our government isn't trying to stifle the crypto industry, but it's trying to become the leader in the crypto industry, right? So that's interesting. So probably, I don't think, like a lot of people think, we're going to have this market that just goes only up. But I mean, if stocks are doing well and the economy is generally doing well, and it seems like Trump's ego is directly tied to that, maybe he won't let it fail. Maybe we get something that, you know, runs past December this time. Because remember, December is when it all went downhill back in 2021. Maybe we have something that extends into maybe the end of winter, early spring. That's a very interesting question. Maybe. I don't know. You know, I don't know. And the truth is, if institutions just see Bitcoin as something that they really want long-term, and maybe we have a plan where the government actually has some sort of law where we start buying Bitcoin, maybe it never gets to that spot. Maybe Bitcoin just steadily goes up, and it obviously has its dips. And then maybe the rest of the crypto market just kind of has the dip. Very interesting question. I don't know. Check this out. So this is the Bitcoin thing. So Michael Saylor just said live on CNBC that they could buy as much as 1.5 million Bitcoin, which is wild. I think only 18 million exists right now, and 21 million can ever be mined. So 1.5 is fucking insane. That's absolutely insane. It was like 2-ish% of like the max total supply, which would be nuts. You know, or 3.5, something like that, which would be insane. Right? No, Saylor, along with institutions, are buying up a bunch of Bitcoin. I always say this every single stream: buy as much Bitcoin as you can. It's always good to load up on Bitcoin. It doesn't matter how $10, $20, $100, $10,000, $100, whatever you can afford. Buy some Bitcoin. All right, what else we got? All right, check this out. What do you guys think?
You see the price of Bitcoin heading?
Higher.
How much higher?
A lot higher. My general framework from the highest level is human beings collectively, we own about $900 trillion worth of stuff. That's equities, the things behind us, real estate, precious metals, fine art, all of the things that we own. Half of that we're using as a savings account. We're owning the portfolio of companies or the art or the house to actually try and persist wealth into the future. Mm-hmm. I think Bitcoin's going after that market. It's going after a market of $400 to $500 trillion worth, and right now it's $2.5 trillion. So I think in purchasing power terms, Bitcoin can go up 100 to 200 times more from here.
200x from here? Let me get a calculator. I think that's simple math, right? But we're going to calculate it so I can give you guys the numbers. That's absolutely insane. So we'll do 100 and we'll do today's price. We'll do 120,000. Sheesh. So he's thinking $2.4 million. That way, that doesn't sound right. Wait, billion? Wait. No, that's it. Yeah. 120. Wait, did I do that right? Hold on. Did I do that right? 120. No, I didn't do it. Yeah. What the fuck? So $2.4 billion. That's insane. What do you guys think about that? Like when? Like next week? Don't be like Eric Trump, where he's like, now's a great time to buy Ethereum. And then Ethereum dumps to fucking hell. And then it pumps a little bit above 3,000. And then he's like, oh, I told you. I fucking told you so. A lot of people make price predictions like that. I guess if you don't put a time on your price prediction, you're always kind of right. So there that is. Rule number 1, never do math in public, right? All right, let me see what's up with these. Bonk Fun already took over. Absolutely. Ken Decrypt says, hey, Rodney, where have you been? I've been here, baby. Let's go. NFTs are dead. Are you tired of winning yet? Actually, we are winning. Hayden and the Vape Cabal really hurt the memes. You know, I just don't. I think they just got in on a time where it was popular to just make Solana meme coins and dump them. I think a lot of people, you know, like what's his name? What's his name? Barstool Sports guy. Fuck, you know what I'm talking about. He made like Jail Stool. What's his fucking name? How come I can't remember his name? Dave Portnoy. He made a bunch of meme coins that rug. Like people, they got it. As soon as Trump launched his meme coin, everybody else was like, yeah, fuck, I'm doing it too. You know? Yes, it is hard to tell. Rod trying to do math. Yes, I know. Doing math in public's terrible. 200x is 24 mil. No, that's 200x is not 24 mil, is it? No, that's not 24 mil. That's 20x, right? You look at every bit of 42. I'll beat your ass. Solana by the dip. Shout out to Solana. Yeah, Solana's going to recover, guys. It's moving with the market, which is good. They're going for billion with a B. Yeah, absolutely. And I estimated 4 million have lost to the wind. What do you mean? Dave Portnoy, Rabbi? Yeah, it's true. What's up, Neko Eve? Guys, if you're watching over on X, make sure you repost the stream. Numbers looking good today, baby. And leave a comment. Leave a comment. We're going to be looking at meme coins here, hanging out with the community here very soon. Huffer says, I'm glad NFTs are dead. Really? All right, so excited to see our next goal becoming the everything exchange. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong talked about Coinbase a little bit.
We've always believed that every asset class will move on chain. The customers, technology, and regulatory environment are now finally ready for it. People want to invest capital across all asset types, from stocks to commodities to real estate to crypto, including meme coins and the long tail of assets. And even how startups raise money, and all capital formation is going to be rebuilt on chain, where markets are cheaper, faster, global, and open to everyone. So we've been making investments in this area for some time, and our goal is to build what we're calling the everything exchange. Every asset you want to trade in a one-stop shop, all on crypto rails.
And obviously Coinbase is doing a lot in the background, right? You know, one of the oldest exchanges in the space, one of the exchanges that doesn't have a coin. They're a publicly traded company in the United States. Their stock is doing absolutely well, phenomenal. And really, in my opinion, you know, when people say, you know, get your crypto off exchanges, that too, right? If you believe in true decentralization, you want to make sure you have it on some sort of ledger, some sort of cold storage, non-custodial wallet, whatever. But when you think about like safety and security, it's hard for me to see a company like Coinbase going down, because they survived the BS along with Binance. You know, obviously Binance is way bigger when it comes, Binance.com is way bigger when it comes to volume and those sorts of things. But when it comes to real trust, right, the things you have to do to operate in the United States as a publicly traded company, audits and those sorts of things, Coinbase is one of those centralized exchanges that I do trust, you know, all day, every day, pretty much. That's not really important. What else do we have? We had some, oh wait, we'll do more Coinbase news. So check this out. Okay, so breaking, Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, just dropped the alpha live on their earnings call. So starting next week, DEX integrations go live inside the Coinbase app, which is interesting, right? So what do they mean by that? Are you going to be able to trade anything on Coinbase centralized exchange? But would you really want to? Because a lot of people like the privacy. That's interesting. Very, very interesting. So let me go ahead and play this for you guys.
Every asset you want to trade in a one-stop shop, all on crypto rails. This means, to start, we're enabling access to millions of spot crypto assets. This is the number one thing our customers want from us. And in Q2, we hit over 300 total assets listed on our exchange. Next week, we'll be rolling out the next chapter of our asset addition strategy by integrating decentralized exchanges right into the Coinbase app, which will eventually enable access to millions of tokens.
Now, I wonder which exchange they're going to use. Theirs, or like, what are they going to use? That's absolutely bullish, right? Because now, you know, like I've always said, the hardest part is getting people to use like a Uniswap or something, because it could be hard for them to understand. But if you put it in the Coinbase app, which, let me tell you, Coinbase is like your mother's dumb phone. It's so easy to use. The UI is fantastic. It's really user-friendly. Whereas if you open something like a KuCoin or something like that, it can get kind of confusing. And real quick, Fluffy Clap, thank you so much for reposting the stream. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. And yeah, Coinbase and JP Morgan collab is pretty big news. So Coinbase doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes, really getting it done and making their exchange a powerhouse. And now to really open the gateway to the decentralized world is absolutely phenomenal. Having a place where you can have your centralized spot trading tokens and coins on the Coinbase app, your heavy hitters, your tried and true, your vetted projects and those sorts of things. And now you can go ahead and just be a degen on the Coinbase exchange, which is absolutely insane in my opinion. And I wonder how many blockchains are they going to support? You know, is it going to be Solana too? Is it going to be Sui too? It's going to be absolutely insane. You know, absolutely insane. 4 Bitcoin loss of the 21 mil. That includes Satoshi's wallet. I did see that, Armand. And I wonder if some of those are going to, wake up. Who knows? And Obey, thank you so much for reposting the stream. I appreciate you, brother. Ape Live says, is Coinbase the next FTX? No. So the problem with FTX was, I don't think it was an American company, right? It advertised to American American users. It might have been, but obviously they had some shady stuff going on with Alameda Research and stuff behind the scenes. Right? Obviously, when shit hit the fan, when the market started dumping, they couldn't handle the sheer amount of volume of people just dumping on their exchange. They froze, transactions and those sorts of things. Now, in hindsight and after the fact, I think they are going to be able to redeem everyone 100% who lost money on their centralized exchange. But I don't think so. It's not the same thing. And obviously Sam Bankman-Fried was here one day and gone the next. He wasn't like Brian Armstrong, who's been in the fucking space forever thugging it out. So Coinbase now holds 11,700 Bitcoin worth $1.26 billion. Interesting fact for you guys. And some Ethereum news. Well, one second. I'll get to this since we did talk about how JP Morgan and Coinbase are teaming, which I think is absolutely phenomenal. And thank you so much, Johnny Gordon, for reposting the stream. I appreciate it, brother. Guys, you almost have 1,000 viewers halfway through the stream. That's extremely bullish, guys. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says he's a believer in stablecoins and blockchain. So a far cry from what this guy was talking about a year and a half ago. So shout out to Jamie Dimon. We welcome you to the Crypto Degens. Love it. Everybody's on board. And Ethereum unveils 10-year lean Ethereum roadmap aiming for 10,000 plus transactions per second, quantum resistance, and snark-based upgrade without sacrificing decentralization. I don't know what any of the fuck this means except for TPS. But obviously Ethereum, people made a point. Vitalik didn't make it, but he reposted something. He talked about how, yes, Ethereum, has been lagging with price action, but of every network out there, it is the most reliable. It's not even close, right? It's the biggest, strongest, and those sorts of things. And I think that's pretty much... We did have some news from Paul Atkins saying that most crypto assets are not securities. So there's that. Just different. The culture change over the last couple of years in crypto is absolutely insane. And it seemed like a few years ago, like every other day, like we were reading about some sort of Wells notice or some sort of threat of the SEC suing people and those sorts of things. So it's nice to be here, now during these times. So what's up, everybody? Let's chat for a little bit. It might be a shorter stream today, my guys. We ran through the news pretty quick. Let me see if there's anything else on X. I'm sure we're going to find something. Or at least let me know what you guys are doing for the weekend. So this is from Treasury Secretary Bessent. Says U.S. has entered the golden age of crypto, which we all knew. What else we got going on? What is this? What's up, Captain or Liquido, Captain BNB? Momo time. We'll get Momo here in a second. So what's this? Fear and Greed Index, top 10 traded tokens, and this is Binance Wallet. Top 10 Rising, Troll, Donkey, Vine. I don't know what any of these meme coins are. Oh, that's fake. Some of this news on X though is so bad. I do like Grok though, because Grok gives you the truth. So $12 trillion BlackRock predicts that Federal Reserve will lower interest rates in September. I'm not sure how true that is. This is pretty funny. So Powell started cutting. I forgot what this is. Powell after not cutting rates. Let me do a little repost here. Give me a second here. What else do we have? Obey, thank you so much for reposting the stream. The Ape Life says, once Coinbase hires celebrities to market their exchange, I'm 100% out. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I know we have a lot of the fortune favors a brave, and I know a lot of people are coming after celebrities for promoting FTX, but these motherfuckers don't know. Like, they don't know what's going on. They don't know what's going on. A lot of people are going after Tom Brady and a lot of people for shilling FTX, but it's like they know the inner workings of a company. And you can say, yeah, they should have did their due diligence, but FTX was making an effort to hide the shadiness going on, right? Javi says, looking back, we have seen the ups and downs of crypto. I'm glad we did it together. Me too, Javi, me too. The weekend, avoid the kid. Oh, so what are you doing for the weekend? Avoid the kids, keep the wife happy, trade Solana shitcoins. Nice. I'm doing race car stuff. Nice, Jayhawk. Jay going robbing. That's racist. ADHD, all degens have dreams. All of us Chads have been holding for 2 months. We'll check it out. We'll check out your shitcoin. Why not? ADHD, which I think a lot of us can, like, some of us really have ADHD, but a lot of us are, hyper liquid. Oh, I hope this isn't your king. What's up, Bree? How we doing? That a typewriter, AO man? I hate this keyboard, dude, so much. It's supposed to be like a gaming fucking keyboard. It came with the computer. I don't know why I haven't gotten rid of it yet. But celebs endorse a lot of products. Yeah, they do. Remember Gwyneth Paltrow was selling like her vagina scented candle, which is crazy. I should also be doing race car stuff, but I have to work. Nice. Dude, Jayhawk, that's a fucking sick hobby, bro. You're always busy. They are not responsible. Bree just woke up. Bree, it's 11. All right, I'll look at your ADHD. Let me see. Last of NT1. Why doesn't it show the fucking... Wait, can I copy that? I don't think I can copy that. Let me go to the live stream. Guys, we just broke 1,000 viewers. I do appreciate you. Feek yeah. Why doesn't this show the fucking... How do you chat in the... Oh, can I see? I can't see. I can see your... That's the wrong shitcoin. That's hilarious. I can't fucking see the contract address on Dexscanner, which is stupid. All right, here it is. All right, this one, ADHD. All right, 33K market cap. You better get up out of here, boy. I mean, it is a big opportunity if it pumps, but let's get this money. Yeah, please help me. Yeah, but I'm up to 3 to 5 a.m. most nights. Jesus Christ. I guess that's not that bad. I would buy that candle for sure. Yeah, I think, was it Gwyneth Paltrow who sold her like vagina scent? Who is that? You know, some freaks. All right, I'm not saying you should, but if someone had one, which one would you buy? It was Gwyneth Paltrow, yeah. Smells like Sydney Sweeney had bathwater to bottle for or a soap, right? What? All right, let's see what we got here. I don't see your contract address on X. Let me see. I can't see it. Water. Let me see. I'll check that. Water. WAAT. Like water. All right, 3.6 milli. Okay, this just launched. Water. Okay, water. Okay, I see what you did there. I mean, it just launched, 8% up on the day, $1.6 million in volume. And it got to the first red candle. Hey, fuck it. See what their X account looks like. Why they still call it Twitter? It's X now. Come on, guys. Get with the program. Water. Focus on water.com. This nigga's about to rug all of us, bro. But I have 2. All right, let's check yours out. Let's see. Book of Frogs CTO. Motherfucker's about to rug us all, bro. All right, let's check yours out. Book of Rugs, definitely gonna get rugged. 100K mark. Yeah, I wouldn't touch this with a fucking 50-foot pole. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll buy a bag right now. All right, let me see. What else we have here? This is called so another SPX. Oh, I don't know about that. Check the community. Nigga, come on, bro. What do you mean check the community? What do you want me to do? Go on the Telegram, hang out? Hey, what's the vibe check in here? Selma Hayek, I enjoy Mexican food and drinks. Selma Hayek. Who is Selma Hayek? I don't even know. I'm so bad with movie star names, it's ridiculous. I know she's supposed to be hot. Selma Hayek. Mid. It's all about educating people to avoid rugs, man. Is it? Hey, avoid that project. Just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Selma Hayek. You guys like a Selma Hayek? Is this your queen? This is where we're at? Just kidding. I'm fucking with you. Oh shit. Hold on. How do I? Oh, Selma Hayek. You guys like a Selma? This is your queen? Rugged is? Bro. I'm just fucking with you, bro. Rugged is. Bro, you think Caitlin Clark is hot, but not Selma? I don't think Cece is hot, but come on. I mean, maybe it's just because she's a basketball player. You know what I mean? I don't know about hot. You know, there's something about, she kind of looks like Saitama from One Punch Man. Do you guys know who that is? So, Caitlin Clark. You guys know who that is? Like, look at Saitama, then look at her. Like, kind of similar, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a bad comparison. I also think Cassisi's hot, but come on. Maybe because I like white women, you know? I'm a little racist. Bro, it's already on a couple exchanges. Water, check it out. Go deeper into the project. Don't you ever tell me to go deeper in a chat, please. That is disgusting. Guys, we're over 1,000 viewers halfway through the stream. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. X really holding it down. And it's only 4 days old. What exchanges is it on? I don't think exchanges really impress me too much. Bro, okay, we'll look at it again. Water. Yeah, but like, you know, it doesn't sound like a good meme. But 3.4 milli is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's look at water. We'll go deeper. Pause. Climate tech for a guilt-free future. Oh, you're for sure getting rugged on this one. For sure. Anybody who's doing like stuff like this, for sure getting, in my opinion. Water bottle takes 7 years to biodegrade. We know that. That's not new information. Stop buying toxic waste, buy water. So it's a water bottle. A water bottle? And you pay for L Bank. And there's a reason why they call L Bank Rug Bank for a reason. Because you can just pay for that. It's a water bottle. I have a water bottle. I want another water bottle. You know? Come on now. This is your fucking revenue stream, selling water bottles? Look it. I'm not saying it's going to rug, but I'm saying it's going to rug. We all have ADHD. That is true. We do, especially in the crypto space. Being an online content creator really, fucked me up, I would say. My attention span's terrible. It's already at 7-Eleven stores. Watch, we're going to check back. We're going to check back a month from now, and water bottles going to be like a fucking $100 million market cap size everywhere. Everybody has like water bottles. I'm going to start seeing them, people walking with them where I live, just because I'm talking shit. And then people are going to clip this, and I'm going to look all bad. All right, there you find water bottle. Buy water bottle. There it is. Buy water bottles, a token or the water bottle. Why do they need a token? I don't know. Whatever. Are they associated with the real company? Maybe. You know? Maybe. I don't know. All right, what else are we looking at, guys? Oh, what else do we have here? Let me see. What's up, Knoxville? How we doing? Good morning. How you doing? Good morning. Air bottles cheaper? You tell them, Knoxville. Bubbleheads? Momo? All right, what you got Momo for the culture? How's Momo doing? How we doing? Oh, we're up 11% when the market's down? Okay, Momo. Let's see if the market has pumped a little bit since we've been on. Maybe? Come on, please. Bullish reversal. We're up a little bit. We're at 114,000. Troll House, what is that? Baka on base. This guy's a straight degen, man. Baka on base. Let me look at that for you. Baka. It's like a week old. Baka on base. Baka. What's Baka? Barracuda. Mononoke is mooning, bro. Imagine if that project came back. Every bottle that is bought burns the supply. Okay, nice. It has a high supply. What's up, Carbon? Good morning. How we doing? Dude, I am hungry. Good morning, GM. Baka. All right, let's check it out. Remember when we used to get like in-depth project reviews? Baka the squirrel has arrived. All right. I still hold Mononoke. No way, Craig. Dust. Bro, did you just call me a DJ and ignore the troll house? You definitely a troll. I'll check that out for you right now. Troll? But there's so many trolls. How many? Which ones? There's so many, bro. It's like a common, not the one that's down 24%. I know that's not the one you're talking about. How is Solana doing? It's down a little bit today. All DGens have, first of all, shout out to Nectar, is one of my subscribers. Nectar, I appreciate you for subscribing to me over on X. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All DGens have dreams. Yes, we do. All our dreams are just to get in early into one of these projects, you know, around a 20 mil market cap or 20K market cap and go fucking, and it goes insane. Troll house. All right. This one, it's up 1,000%. Oh, this is brand new. You're trying to rug me. Let's see on the hour chart then. Oh, this is moving. Wow, they don't even follow me, bro. It's number one on Deck Screener. Oh, it is number one, yeah. You could pay for that though. Rug incoming? Yeah, maybe. Let me shield my Neko. I'll check out Neko for you. You're big. If you have your username as Neko, you're a big Neko. I love crypto degens, bro. Neko ETH. This one right here. Let's go, Nectar. Absolute legend. I still have my Saitama. Ooh, that one hurts. Oh my god. Well, now's your chance to get into Solana. Solana down significantly today, but not too bad. If you look at the 1 hour chart, you know, we're down 29%, but the market's dumping right now. You know, part of the process, gotta have some conviction. Anything I got a staircase like that? Is there anything I got a staircase like that? Is a rug for sure? Yeah, you just never know, but I get you. I get you. Oh, wrong Neko. Let me see. It's under this one. So this one right here, this is the one you're talking about. The 92K one? The community of Troll House seems to be pushing really hard. Plus, I check out if it's bundled and it's pretty clean. Yeah, bundles are really getting people nowadays. If you're like going to launch a project, you cannot bundle. You just got to buy in with a bunch of separate wallets. You know, you just got to keep it in like a bunch of different wallets, which people are too lazy to do that. Because even if you're doing like even like 0.1% of the supply, it's nuts. Because anything like 1% and above always looks shady. It went up to 2 million. This went up to 2 million and it went, damn, this thing fucking don't. Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, what? It's at 92K market cap. This went up to 2 million. When? Like on the hour chart, the 4 hour chart? It started at 2 million. Was this like a pre-sale or something? Usually when you see a line like this, oh no, I see. See, this is a launch. And it did. And someone dumped right away. Yeah, my bad. I thought this was like a solid green candle down. This was wicked up. So pumped, big wick, bam. Most unfortunate. And Jess, thank you for subscribing to me, Jess. I appreciate you. Shout out to Jess. Thank you so much. All right, let me check out your blue chips. Thank you so much for the subscription, Jess. I appreciate that. I really do. You know what that means? We got a kiss now, you know? We got a kiss. Let me see. Billions incoming. Let me see. Oh, I love Base Pepe. I've worked with Base Pepe before. I love Base Pepe is a fantastic project. Solid ass team. Let me see. Yeah, down a little bit, but I like Base Pepe. Be back. I'm going to grab some Zins. Hold on. I need some more nicotine. Nicotine. Yeah, man, not so much, but lots of love. Like, keep it simple, stupid. Wait, what are you talking about here? We kiss boys here, okay, Jess? Wait, are you a chick? Oh, my bad. That's weird. My bad. Do you know David Eisenhower personally? I do. That's my nigga, even though he's white. That's my boy. I do. Why? Why, Beiji? Why? Let me tell you something about David. That man is the hardest working human. He is the hardest working sentient being in the galaxy. You know what I mean? That guy, like, as a Lofi holder, you trust that guy with anything. He's just hard-working individual. It's crazy. I don't see how he has the energy for that. He's absolutely insane. Okay, so Jess is a chick. That's weird. I'm sorry. I only kiss boys in the stream. So there's that. Say kiss. Yeah, man, not so much, but lots of love. All right, I get it, you know. Gotta have a Zinachini. Yeah, a little Zinachino, a little lower decky, my Schnecky. Yeah, I worked with Base Pepe quite a bit. I have quite a bit of content that I made with them. I think I worked with them for like a month. And they're not doing so hot right now, but still a heavy hitter in the space. You know, let's see if we got any more crypto news going on besides Jerome Powell fucking everybody. Let's see. So Bitcoin, check out the Bitcoin charts. Got an upper decky in right. Nice little upper decky. So let's see. How did we close out August? So we closed out. So honestly, what? 1, 2, 3, 4 positive closes for Bitcoin, which is pretty nice. Closed out 8%, third highest of the year. Pretty sweet. How did the other bull runs look? So the other bull runs in 2021, we did close out August pretty bullish, closed out September bearish, and then obviously absolutely dummy in October, went up 40%. And then Ethereum, we saw this yesterday. So Ethereum, insane. So Ethereum was up 41%, and only 2 months out of the 6-7 months so far this year, Ethereum has been up. But May we're up 41% closing out, and then obviously July highest month of the year at 48%, which is pretty bullish. Hopefully we can keep the good vibes going, but probably not. We'll see. What else do we have here? Ghislaine Maxwell has been. Dude, is anybody else keeping up with the Epstein files, bro? Release the fucking files. Stop protecting fucking predators. FBI has reportedly redacted President Trump's name along with those of other prominent public figures from the Epstein files. What's the point then? What's the point of releasing the files if we're not going to expose pedophiles, bro? Insane. Donald Trump has been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in Cambodia. Okay. If Powell makes 8 to 10 rate cuts every 2 months, we're talking end of 2026. He can just do 0.25. Wait, what do you mean? If Powell does 8 to 10 rate cuts every 2 months? What do you mean, Javi? Elaborate on that a little bit. Did he nominate himself? I think he did. Some of these fucking awards, I don't know. Obviously, I voted for Trump, but I'm not one of those fucking mindless hive mind motherfuckers that can't see right from wrong. And my things are, hey. On the crypto stuff, A+. Obviously, that's what I really care about. The crypto stuff got my vote, obviously. But the whole Epstein stuff is really fucking with me, man. It's really fucking with me. We got to release those files. We got to, protect kids getting trafficked to get banged by billionaires. You know what I mean? We've got to draw the line somewhere. It's insane. How's the job? Literally all of us. How's the job search going? GM friends, what are we buying today? And really nothing going on in the crypto space, motherfuckers. Bro, Trollhouse has been in the space since launch. You should join. Since launch? Trollhouse has been, they've been in the, which space? In a space? Oh, on the space since launch. You should join and see what's up. Nah, I'm good. Because if it rugs, everyone's going to say I was part of it and all that kind of shit. Wendy's, do you cook anything on your menu in peanut oil? My son has a severe allergy, and I couldn't find any information on your website. Shut the fuck up. What? Shut the fuck up. This can't be real. Okay, X is the most toxic website, but it's the best. X is the best website. It's the internet decentralized. Yes, sometimes you may see a guy jumping off a bridge, killing himself. Yeah, sometimes you may see a random beheading in your feed. And yes, most of your feed is probably racist propaganda. But you know what? I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so toxic. A lot of people hate X. Like a lot of content creators that I watch, they absolutely loathe having to post on X and those sorts of things. You know? Which I like X. It's the toxicity we need. Oh, we had an update to the Russia-Ukraine. Russia-Ukraine situation, which is still not ended, by the way. I've just been informed that almost 20,000 Russian soldiers died this month in a ridiculous war in Ukraine. Russia has lost 100,000 soldiers since the beginning of the year. That's a lot of unnecessary death. Ukraine, however, has also suffered greatly. They have lost approximately 8,000 soldiers since January 1st, 2025, and the numbers do not include their missing. Ukraine has also lost civilians, but in smaller numbers, as Russian rockets crash into Kiev and other Ukrainian locals. This is a war that should have never happened. This is Biden's war. Can we stop bringing up Biden? Can we just fucking forget about Biden? You know, for a second. You know, perfect space for degens with ADHD. Absolutely. Yeah, X is a perfect space for degens. Is this Polymarket? I think this is Polymarket. It's cool that Polymarket's just everywhere now, right? 77% chance that Fed cuts rate by September per Polymarket. What do you guys think? You guys think 77%? That's kind of high. Dude, shout out to this guy. They made it 1.7 million in July. That's absolutely insane. Ghislaine Maxwell has been moved from Florida prison to federal prison. Are they going to cut her a deal? Black people fighting on my feed. I love black people fighting on my feed. Let's see. Golly. God damn. I got escalated real quick. Yeah, stop blaming others for what you need to take care of. So sick of the past blame mentality. Well, it is true that Russia did find a weak spot. But like, let's just move forward with it. You know, let's stop fucking bringing up this motherfucker doesn't even know Biden doesn't know what's going on right now. You know, with inflation under 2%, they have no choice. Well, it's not under 2% now. It's not. I think it's at 2.5, right? That's been the excuse to now they have to do something. We'll see. Because Powell is saying that he needs to see the Zen smacking me right now with interest. He needs to see what's up with the inflation. 1.6. Wait, what? I'm saying if Powell starts cutting rates like the EU, 25 basis points every 2 months, that would push the bull. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. No, I don't think inflation is at 1.6 right now. Look at the exact home. $2.7. It's in 2.7. 2.7. 2.67. That was the news. Sometimes they have different like metrics and like different, but I think this is overall. Remember when the cost of eggs was like the number one fucking story? That was a pretty funny time. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how like they're really hyper focused on the cost of eggs. You know, it's just crazy how the media was just like, Trump, the fucking eggs are expensive. Because, you know, the media is just a shit show, by the way. I watch all media because, one, it's hilarious. Two, it's like you should be able to get information and do what you will with it, especially if you know like the backstory and stuff around it and understand the biases. But they were really hammering his ass for like a good month on eggs. Like, fucking Trump came into office. I can't buy eggs anymore. And there's all these rich people, like all these news anchors who are like ridiculously rich and are really out of the loop when it comes to normies, you know, which I thought was hilarious. It's like, Jesus, pick something. Eggs. They got to find something. All right, what else we got? All right, no more black people fighting. Rodney, your president is going to cause a black swan. That's your president too, unless you're not an American. Man, why the fuck are you blaming me? What the fuck did I do? What did I do? Rodney, your president is going to cause a black swan. And a black swan is like an unforeseen event, like a war or something like that. You could say that, right? Like a major war, I don't know. Stuff like that. He could, He could cause a black. I don't know. He could, but you know. But what did I do? Oh, you're in Kuwait? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, sorry about all the bombs, too. You know, what our country loves to do most is go bomb brown people for no reason. That's what we love. But hey, I'm not American, and that's our president. Yeah, he's actually your president, too. If you think about it, like the United States president is kind of like the world's president. So, sorry, Stacy. I thought you were an American. Hey, Bay, I'm not American, and that's our president. Okay, Neko, was that English? Definitely not American. Your English is probably better than mine, though. I'm not going to lie. What up, Iron Lux Trader? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Rod, look up Manu. Yeah, fucking why not? Why not? What the fuck's a Manu? Let me see. Oh, the dog. Oh, this is a 23 mil market cap. Not bad. You're in the military? Hey. Okay, so you are American. You're in Kuwait. Isn't it crazy we're still over there? Sailor and BlackRock can cause a black swan. Sailor mostly because MicroStrategies can get fucking wrecked, but BlackRock could cause it by selling. But I wouldn't even say that that'd be a black swan. I think that would get bought up so quick. I lost count of how many black swans we had during your President Biden. I think Biden forgot he was president, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, fight. Let's get political in the chat. Yeah, fight. Yeah, this is where it gets fucking really crazy. All right, everybody. Javi's saying Biden's a bitch, and you guys are responsible for the black swan events, even though we had a pretty good bull market in 2021. Kayla, GM, how you doing? Welcome. Damn, man, where you been at? Good to see you. We started streaming every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're probably gonna have a stream tomorrow too. I'll keep you guys posted on that. I'll keep you guys posted on the stream tomorrow. I love that though. Fight. Let's go. Come on. Anybody have a rebuttal for Javi? He said Democrats are stupid. That's what he said. All degens have dreams. That's true. The bullpen was because of lockdowns and check flowing in. Oh, the bull market. You're right. Yeah. Everybody got a stimulus check and was fucking absolutely aping. Nowhere to go. Money had to go somewhere. Yep. Right into the stock market, baby. You know, the stimmies. All right. Anybody have a rebuttal for Javi? He says Democrats are stupid. Anybody? Javi? Or is Javi going to win this one? All right. Looks like Republicans win, guys. All right. You can't fire Powell. Yeah, you can't. But there is dissension in the board. You know? Didn't Trump appoint him? Trump for life? Hopefully not for life. West Side. Got the U.S. flags in here. Got the American flags. That's right. All right. Any Democrats in there? Any Democrats want a rebuttal? You guys see the boomstick back there? See the boomstick? Isn't she sweet? Look at that baby. Is Rael probably controlling the crypto market? What, Jerome, what the? Oh, Israel? Oh, Israel controlling a lot. Dear God, Colt. Yeah, Jesse, talk that shit, Jesse. Look, I'm neutral, okay? I expect things from a... It's funny, like the Epstein file, he's like, why do people want to hear about that? You know? Why? It's like, you ran on it, guy. Manu will be the leading memes of 2025. I sure hope so. She's beautiful. Thank you so much, M. Anderson. Biden extended him, though. True. Kind of red dot do you have on there? Hollow Sun. Like, have a conversation, people. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, you're right. Damn, I need a haircut so bad. I look like a fucking homeless person. It's almost time for a haircut, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been using minoxidil too, so my hair falls out before it gets better. Hairline fighting for its life. Yep, I'm a proud Democrat. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Jess. Jess, that's not a guy. But I carry. There it is. It's okay to be in the middle somewhere, you know? And if you live in Florida, you can carry. I also have a whole ton of great fucking great red dots, right? So you can't put everything in a box? No, you can't. Absolutely can't. And that's what's important too. Like people that are just like, and I think most people are like that, but the people that are the loudest online are not like that, you know? All right, Javi, the ball's in your court. She said you're gay. She said Republicans are gay. She said all Republicans are gay. That's what she said. Javi? I'm just kidding. But I'm going to end the stream, guys. That is it for the day. Do me a favor, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. Remember, we go live every day, Monday through Friday, guys. Thank you so much for all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Jess. All the reposts, all the comments, those sort of things, guys. The streams are growing every single day. I do appreciate the support, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. Go out and touch some grass or touch some ass. Okay? Peace in the Middle East. I love you guys. Everybody gets kisses, including Jess. All right, peace.